everyone. So getting ready to work out, but I just felt really called to share something that's been on my mind and my heart lately. Obviously I'm talking a lot about the things I'm doing to change my life and my journey and my story and, how I went from A to B and all of this stuff. And what I really felt like I needed to share with you guys was this interesting transition from there was a point in my life where I was really not in the best place, right? And I talked about that a lot. So if you've been following me or if we're friends or you've seen anything I posted on social media in the past, you probably know that I was on this journey to really save my own life and create a life that I love, that was worth waking up in the morning, that made me a good person, that made me show up for my family in a way that I could support them and be the best person I can be. And I'm still working on that, It's a never-ending journey for all of us because I really truly believe that we can always be better than we are today, and that we never stop growing. So I certainly am still continuing to do that. But what I really wanted to talk about today was this transition from focus on my own life and improving my own life to this focus on helping other people improve theirs. And then on a much larger scale, all of us collectively being able to change humanity and change the way that humanity interacts, the way we live our lives, the feeling around struggle versus success, and also around money. Because I feel like, and I was like this too, like I felt guilty for wanting money. I felt like it was this very material thing, and it made me not a great person. And, it was really selfish that I wanted more money, and I still want more money. But I don't feel guilty about it anymore because I don't believe that it's selfish. Money is a vehicle for us to be able to live our best lives, but also for us to be able to impact others. And so, I just am so happy that I've gone this far down the path, that my goal in life really is to impact humanity on a huge scale. And I truly believe that we can all do that by sharing our authentic message and by helping those around us and by, putting a hand out to people who are searching for help or for support or for information or whatever that is. I guess I'm a total optimist, happy, joy, rah. Hey, Karen. Total hippie peace chick now, because I do really believe that we can change humanity and that it's important. It's important for us to step into that power that we have, and it's important for us to get really clear on what we want in life, but also to look at our lives from a perspective of with a little bit of a critical eye, right? Don't just go through the motions. Go through the motions and hi, Rayleigh. Glad you're here. Don't just go through the motions of okay, so this is my day. I get up in the morning and I go to work and hey, Minling, this is fun. I guess I'm getting distracted saying hi to everyone. So I don't think we should live our lives by default, right? Don't just get up and go to work and come home and cook dinner and watch TV and go to bed because that's what you've always done and you don't know what else. We're really here on this planet to make an impact and to support each other. And, it's our duty to do that. We could, hey, there's my husband. Hi, honey. I don't think he's ever seen me live on Facebook before. Oh, Rayleigh, it's beautiful to see you too, hon. It's been so long. I'm so glad we're friends on Facebook because I get to see you guys all growing up and being real adults and stuff, and that's really cute. Sorry, I'm getting totally distracted. So I think it's important for us, right? And it's important for us to recognize the fact that just because something is the way it is and just because the status quo is out there, that doesn't mean that's the way it should be, and it certainly doesn't mean that's the way it has to be. And the more of us who recognize that and who start asking questions about, what is it I really want in my life, and why is that like that, and why am I expected to do that, and why would I do that if that's not something I desire? Question, I love my parents. I had a great upbringing, but question the things that your family taught you. Question the things that you believed, 5 or 10 years ago. Question yourself. We should always be looking at how we can be the best versions of ourselves and really pay attention. Hey, Shani, really pay attention to, what we're doing and what we're believing and how we're showing up in the world, because that's how we change the world, right? I hear people talk all the time, and I felt this way too, like desperation around humanity and some of the stuff that's going on in our world. And for us in the States especially, there's been a lot of stuff that has been very divisive, and there's been a lot of hate. And I know it's not just the US. I mean, I know that's a worldly thing, but if you've watched us over the last year or two, you've really seen how our country has started to be really divided. And people talk about that like it's just the status quo, like that's just how it's supposed to be. And I'm sorry, but I call bullshit on that, right? Like, we should be looking at humanity and looking at the people around us, and in particular looking at ourselves and saying, what can I do to support someone else? What can I change, or what can I say, or what can I do, or how can I show up in my truth? I mean, I'm not saying you pretend to be someone you're not. Show up in your truth, but in a way that allows you to speak to people and to bridge that gap and to help all of us be better people and support each other in better ways. And judgment. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Kathy, I'm so glad you're here. Sorry. Yeah, I just think it's so important for us to do that, because we're not going to save the world. We're not going to save humanity by pointing out what's wrong with other people, or by pointing out how other people's viewpoints are wrong, or, creating gaps and space between us and other people. It's really about stepping into who our greatness is and supporting, each other. And the best way to do that is to be happy with yourself, to find, what works for you, to be in a place of gratitude and love and have the things that you want in your life that support you. Because when you're in that place versus a dark, desperate place, you are in a place where you can grow and expand, and your mind is open, and you can reach out to people that maybe you don't agree on everything with, and that's fine. I mean, we can all have different opinions, but we don't have to hate each other for it. And so I'm totally on my soapbox, because I'm just really tired of listening to people complain and listening to them repeat things that they've heard or thought, even when it may not be something they really believe. But like, ask yourself, is that the thing? Like, is that really what you believe in? Is that thought serving you? Like, what good is it doing you to create this gap between people? Like, we're all here to support each other. We're all humans. We all, have the same desires. I mean, when you get down to it, everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants to do something they enjoy, right? And so we're all basically the same. And so I just am so tired of watching us create more and more space between us and build more and more hate in the world. And so I'm 100% on a mission to do my part to change that. And I'm just so happy that my journey has brought me so far, that I'm no longer just focused like on my own happiness or my family's happiness, but really on what I can do to serve humanity and be part of the change. Like, one of my very favorite sayings is, be the change you want to see in the world. And I really fully believe that, right? And so I'm just praying and hoping and encouraging everyone to just take a critical eye at the things that you believe in, the things that you're doing, and how you're showing up in the world, and really think about what you can do to support humanity. And it's okay to want things for yourself. I mean, I still want things for myself too. There's no separation there, but it's ultimately it's about being as happy and fulfilled as you can be, so that you can share that with the rest of the world, so you can share that with humanity. And if we can spread that in that way, I mean, that is literally how we're going to change the world. That's how we're going to heal so much of the hurt in the world. And yeah, it's just gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited. Anyway, hi Bondi. I'm so glad you guys watched. And yeah, that was just really fun, and I just really felt called to like jump on and talk about it. Hey Jason, gosh, this is a good time to be on Facebook. Look at all these people. So thanks for listening. If you guys have any questions or comments, or you want to chat about it, I love talking about this stuff. So love you all. Have a great night.